In the heart of a vibrant African village, nestled beneath the vast expanse of the savannah, lived a young maiden named Christie. At 14 summers, she possessed a rare beauty that mirrored the lush landscapes that surrounded her. Her laughter was like the gentle rustle of leaves in the wind, and her eyes sparkled with the wisdom of the ancients. Yet, beneath her radiant exterior, a dark secret festered, threatening to unravel the very fabric of her existence. Christie's uncle, Tony, was a revered elder in the village, his wisdom sought by many. But behind closed doors, his true nature revealed itself, a predator lurking in the shadows, preying on the innocence of his own kin. One moonlit night, fate conspired to bring Christie face to face with her uncle's sinister desires. In the dim light of the fire, his touch sent shivers down her spine, and the innocence of youth was shattered in an instant. As the days turned into weeks, Christie bore the weight of her uncle's transgression like a millstone around her neck. The burden of silence pressed down upon her, suffocating her spirit with each passing moment. She longed to confide in her mother, to seek solace in her embrace, but the words caught in her throat, choked by shame and fear. N.K., Christie's mother, watched her daughter with a mother's keen intuition, sensing the turmoil that brewed beneath the surface. With each passing day, she observed the subtle changes in Christie's demeanor, the haunted look in her eyes that betrayed her inner torment. Yet, despite her silent pleas for her daughter to confide in her, Christie remained steadfast in her silence, unable to bear the weight of her own shame. Word of Christie's predicament spread through the village like wildfire, carried on the tongues of gossiping elders and curious children alike. Whispers of scandal and shame filled the air, staining Christie's once pure reputation with the taint of her uncle's sin. She became outcast in her own community, shunned by those who once held her in high esteem. Amidst the chaos and condemnation, a stranger arrived in the village, his arrival heralded by the beating of tribal drums and the ululations of the women. He bore an air of mystery about him, his dark eyes holding secrets untold. To Christie, he offered a chance at redemption, a way to escape the judgmental gaze of her fellow villagers. But his offer came with a price, a pact sealed in blood, binding her to him for all eternity. Desperate for a way out, Christie followed the stranger into the unknown depths of the jungle, her heart heavy with uncertainty. With each step she took, the path ahead grew darker, the shadows closing in around her like a suffocating blanket. Yet, she pressed on, driven by the flicker of hope that burned within her breast. Back in the village, N.K. refused to give up on her daughter, her heart aching with the pain of a mother who had lost her child. With each passing day, she prayed for Christie's safe return, her voice rising to the heavens like a lamentation on the wind. She trusted in the bond they shared, a bond forged in the fires of love and sacrifice. As Christie journeyed deeper into the heart of darkness, she stumbled upon a truth more horrifying than she could have ever imagined. In the depths of the jungle, she discovered the extent of her uncle's depravity, his lust for power driving him to commit unspeakable acts. With the help of newfound allies, she vowed to expose his treachery and bring him to justice. Faced with the enormity of the task before her, Christie grappled with doubt and uncertainty. Could she truly overcome the darkness that threatened to consume her? Could she find the strength within herself to confront her uncle and reclaim her dignity? With each passing moment, the weight of her doubts grew heavier, threatening to crush her spirit beneath its suffocating embrace. In a moment of clarity, Christie found the strength to forgive herself and those who had wronged her. With forgiveness came healing, and with healing came the promise of a brighter tomorrow. She realized that true strength lay not in vengeance or retribution, but in the ability to let go of the past and embrace the future with open arms. As word of Christie's journey spread throughout the village, a sense of unity began to take root among its inhabitants. Inspired by her courage and resilience, they rallied together to support one another in their darkest hour. Bound by a common purpose, they stood shoulder to shoulder, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. With her spirit renewed and her resolve strengthened, Christie returned to her village, her head held high and her heart full of hope. Though the scars of her past remained, they no longer defined her. She had emerged from the crucible of adversity, forged anew by the fires of her own determination. As Christie's story touched the hearts of those around her, The healing process began in earnest. Old wounds were mended, broken relationships were restored, and a sense of peace settled over the village once more. The shadows that had once clouded their lives were banished by the light of hope and redemption. Emboldened by her journey, Christy embraced her role as a beacon of hope for her community. Together with her mother and newfound allies, she embarked on a mission to uplift and empower those in need, spreading love and compassion wherever she went. The darkness that had threatened to consume them was no match for the light that burned within their hearts. Through her words and actions, Christy proved that redemption was possible for even the most broken of souls. Her journey served as a reminder that no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn always brings with it the promise of a new day. In the end, it was not the hardships she faced or the trials she overcame that defined her, but the love she shared and the lives she touched along the way. As the years passed, Christy's story became legend, passed down from generation to generation as a testament to the power of love, forgiveness, and redemption. Her legacy lived on in the hearts of all who had been touched by her grace. Though she herself had long since passed into the realm of memory, her spirit lived on in the deeds of those she had inspired. In the fullness of time, Christy grew old and wise, her hair silvered with age, but her spirit as vibrant as ever. She watched with pride as the next generation took up the mantle of leadership, carrying forward the lessons she had impacted.